The pandemic took a tragic turn in the Western region today with 3 deaths inside aged care homes in Dubbo. Health authorities are working to contain the outbreaks while another local government area has been sent back into lockdown. Olivana Lathouris joins us with the details. Ollie, what can you tell us?
That's right, Bruce. A very sad day for the people of Dubbo. I can tell you the 3 deaths occurred in 2 aged care facilities. One at the Holy Spirit, a woman aged in her 90s who was fully vaccinated, and 2 at the St Mary's aged care facility. They included a woman in her 80s who was also fully vaccinated and a man in his 80s who had received 1 dose. There were 15 new infections across the region today. 7 of those were in Dubbo. Lithgow, Bathurst, Burke, Orange, Narromine and Blayney recording 1 case each. Meantime, Hilltops Council has been plunged back into lockdown after a positive case in Young detected last night infected 3 of his household contacts.
We're currently looking to find the source of the infection, and our contact tracers are really working hard to identify anywhere that person has been to.
The lockdown orders come into effect from 6 o'clock, and for at least the next 7 days, residents will only be allowed to leave their homes for essential reasons. Bruce?
And some communities in the Central West embraced the lifting of COVID restrictions today. Blayney residents enjoying a day in the sun, but a positive case detection has the community on edge, with hopes there are no further infections this weekend.
Whether it was sitting down to enjoy the sun and a morning coffee.
Yeah, it's so good. About time. Yeah,
it's been long enough.
Or getting that much needed haircut, locals in Blayney enjoying their first full day of freedom.
Mostly I'm happy for the kids because, they've really missed contact with their friends. So they were very excited to be able to come out and get a milkshake today.
For local businesses, it was all systems go after a frantic 24 hours since stay-at-home orders were lifted.
It's been the busiest morning I've had. I've done more haircuts this morning than I normally do in a whole day.
It's been really hectic. Everybody's really enjoying coming back, and we've opened up the little veranda for eating, so it's been a really positive response from everybody in the Blayney community.
But still, the threat of COVID never too far away. A positive case identified in Blayney today, putting the town on edge.
That will not affect Blayney going back into lockdown.
The case picked up the infection while at a medical appointment in Sydney and has been in isolation for the entirety of their infectious period. In communities where restrictions have been lifted early, new infections will be assessed using the traffic light system. Cases which have not been infectious in the community will generally be considered low risk. However, cases that do pose the risk of an outbreak will result in stay-at-home orders being reimposed.
We don't want to just snap lock people down again if there isn't really a good reason to.
It will be a nervous wait for the community in Blayney, locals holding their breath and hoping no further cases are identified. Olivana Lathouris, Win News.